He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two... huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wingo. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got the first down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He got one blocked last week, but gets this one off. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the... Oh, the hops.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try to get outside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. I mean, what a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Preston. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw, because that play was there to be made.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's in for the score. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Handoff to the lone back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A first down for the offense.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults. I mean, those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. A nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Buffalo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you.
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm doing.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Manning. Got his man down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for space. It's Gaines. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights up, and another broken tackle. Just dismissing tackles. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 2. end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary football. Right, we've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A low-line drive and not his best work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. First down for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Simon.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He breaks a tackle.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys.